Yo, what's going on? Who's here? Is my mic working? However, am I live? Ramadan Mubarak to you too. First day is always a graft, isn't it? Okay, nice. Glad. Said, what's going on? Give me an update. By the way, next week I'm flying. I'm on a flight to the US. So I'm not going to be able to be taking this call next week. What is more important for business is how lean the profit is, or LTV to CAC ratio. This guy's been listening to Hormozy, been throwing questions. If I'm honest with you, at your stage, if you're just trying to do some lead gen, it doesn't even matter. Just try to make money. Everyone will tell you to care about all this stuff, but it does not matter. It's a irrelevant question, knowing all this when you're just trying to close your first few deals. Closed 2 deals tomorrow, alhamdulillah. Do you mean I'm going to close, or you closed them yesterday? This is the issue, by the way. You know, a lot of guys, they consume a lot of stuff online, and you've never closed much business, literally 1 or 2 sales calls, and you're caring about LTV to CAC ratio. It's overwhelmed for most people. There's no reason to consume and we'll get overwhelmed. Lokesh Patel, nice to meet you. Good to have you here. So, Sayed, did you close these deals? 1,500 up front, plus 200 for the meeting. Just give me the rundown. Have they been closed, or are you hoping to close them? Because you use the word closed. And I'm hoping if you use the word closed, that means you've got the money. Because until it's money landed in your account, yeah, I closed 2 of these deals already. Go on then. Tell me, how did you close them? I want you to brag. Usually you're asking for advice, but this time I want you to tell me how you did it. How did you close them? You coming here and telling me that is such a massive win. That is a great win. What helped you? What happened? Give me the full rundown. And then Adam's always got your back as well. Both American firms, first guy in 30 minutes, he heard my pitch and was like, yeah, I'll pay. Go on, G. This is great news, man. Good on you. And I'm going to give you a tactic here, because these are your first few clients. Over-deliver. Firstly, imagine as though you've not even got the money, put it away as if you've not even got the money, and over-deliver to these guys no matter what. Even if you have to spend the money to pay someone to learn how to do it at the highest level, just over-deliver. The second guy is the same. Let me put my glasses on 1 sec. Same thing in the meeting, was 90 minutes, and they spent 20 minutes finding a way to pay. Sick. Lokesh, no, I can't recommend you a business to start. To be honest with you, how could I guess what business you should start? Imagine I was selling some sort of like program, course. I would just say, yeah, do this. But if I'm honest with you, Lokesh, I work in sales, so I'm very much about sales. So I don't know what business you should start. It'll just be me saying a random thing to you. And you've got to really ask me more specific questions. And you need to do that first part of finding out what you want to do rather than asking somebody else, what should I do? Because I don't know anything about you. So for me to tell you that would be a crazy thing to do. Apart from taking sales calls, what else must we do to improve? If I'm honest with you, that is the biggest task. Apart from taking sales calls, that's the main thing. Just is this business both yours together? Adam said, do you split this money 50-50? Or just explain the setup in the business. Why is there 2 of you? Who does what? Why are you guys business partners? Okay, you both have your own. All right, okay. We both do the same business, but you don't do it separately. Well, Adam, you need to catch up. You need to catch up on him now. No, we have two businesses. Okay. All right, same mentor. And is the mentor good? You don't need to say who he is. You don't need to put him on blast. Are you just rate out of 10 how happy you are with him? All right, good. Well, if I know him, 10 out of 10, that's good. I'm happy. I'm happy I know the guy if he's 10 out of 10. Okay, and give me the rundown on the two deals that you closed, 90 minutes. Have you got a good plan to deliver them amazing results? I just care about results. The more time that I spent building my business, the more you care about just giving people good results. That's what it's all about. Good. You know, if you don't even do any marketing again and all you did was get these two guys results, you will make more money. If all you did was get these guys 10 times as much money as they paid you, they will recommend their friends. I grew my business the first 3 years, not from Facebook ads, from referrals. I'm going to hire 10 LinkedIn appointment setters for each of them. Basically, this is overkill. All right, nice. Yeah, good. Get them results. Get them more than they even asked. And also, you get paid $250 for every appointment. I have one client. Do I think I should focus on him instead of outreach for myself? I have one client. You should be doing both. You should be splitting your day so you focus on your own marketing, your own outreach for your business, and then your delivery doing your client's work. Excuse me, it's been a long day. It's already 6 o'clock. You guys are going to keep grafting, keep getting these guys results. Who else has got some sales questions? I see more people on here this week. So all of my effort should be getting in sales is now just a side thing for the next 6 months. 100%, that's all of your effort. I would split your day into 3 areas. You're going to do marketing, which is your own messaging, trying to get yourself leads, maybe make some content. You're then going to do delivery. So you're going to do clients' work 4 hours every day. And then you're going to try to sell and get on sales calls 4 hours a day. And the time that you don't have sales calls, you do more marketing. And you do that until you cannot do any more. And then you'll graft on top of that until you make enough money to help you with delivery. And you stay on marketing and sales. The first thing that you're going to give up is delivery once you make money. Once you've made some money, you're going to start handing over delivery to someone. In that order, specifically. I like it. You guys are grafting. You gotta do more than try. You just gotta succeed. It's not got so dark so early today. You can actually see the view. You know, a lot of the times in the beginning, it's just a blur. If I think back to like 3-4 years ago when I first started my business, I was just making whatever money, and I would just live. If I'm honest with you, I would just live on whatever money I was getting left over, which wasn't a lot. And I would spend all of my money that I had in the business on learning how to do more things, learning how to do better marketing. I remember very early on, this is going back to 2022, I paid this girl for marketing knowledge, and I thought she was going to be good. She charged me 13 and a half grand, 4 grand each month. And she said she's going to help me with leads. She's going to help me with marketing. She's going to help me with all this stuff. And I paid her all this money. And by the way, at the time, I used to own a sports rehab clinic. So I would do sports massage. I would hire physios. I would then get these guys to help me deliver on the sessions I was selling off the back of my Instagram. So I was selling like sports rehab treatments, and I was delivering. I remember doing sports massage. I was grafting with carrying a massage bed all day, all night, lugging it around everywhere. The money that I would make from that, I would spend on learning about marketing. And this girl that I spent 13 and a half grand with, she was ripping me off because she didn't actually know what she was talking about. And I didn't know that. I actually got scammed. She was like on LinkedIn, it said director of marketing of a business. So I thought that's how I learned about marketing. I didn't know about online marketing. I just went to a director of a company to pay them around marketing. She knew nothing. She knew absolutely nothing. And I got ripped off. I got scammed, but I didn't even acknowledge it. I just carried on. And then I spent the next bit of money on the next thing in 2023. I started going to events, masterminds, paying for knowledge, courses. 2023, I paid for like a lot of courses, masterminds. 2024, I spent money on Hormozi's mastermind, and I went to a lot more masterminds that year. And I kept learning, kept setting up masterminds. 2025 was a really tough year because I tried to get myself out of delivery too early. And I handed over to consultants, and some of these guys were just shit, really shit. So at the very start, we should have another way of making money so we aren't fully. If I'm honest with you, I was doing sports rehab and I wasn't doing this. I took a break from this. So that was all I was doing. And I was putting all of my money to learn this so I can go back online. So remember, all of my 20s, I did sales and sales teams, but I didn't have the marketing knowledge. So I only knew about the thing I sell, not how to sell it. And I had to spend 2 or 3 years to learn all about marketing. And then it kind of all made sense. It took me 3 or 4 years to get decent at marketing. In my second close, I was silent for 20 minutes when they were trying to pay. In future, yeah, man, don't be silent. You can be silent. It could get a bit awkward though. But what you can do is just say to them, hey, man, I'm just going to get started on some work for you and do your onboarding. Because say if you think about the first 20 minutes of your client, you might need to do a bunch of tasks, maybe set up a Slack channel, set up the email, whatever you need to do for them. So do all of that whilst you're talking to them. If you just sat there, it gets a bit awkward for them. And they also think you're just waiting for the money. You don't want to give that energy. You want to just seem smooth, so it's chill. I have the knowledge. I just got to learn how to sell now. Nice. Yeah, I had that sales knowledge, but I had to relearn sales for online. My online sales knowledge when I first went online in 2021, it wasn't where it should be. So then I just combined that sales stuff with already the 10 years of sales I did, and it kind of made complete sense. So I learned very quickly. It was just learning a different way of selling. I already was managing a lot of sales teams, but just in gym sales, not online sales. Everything is hard and no one cares. You have to suffer to get something. Sir, I have also a journey of success. I'm struggling, but I believe I will achieve the outcome that I want in starting. Yep, I'm sure you will as well. Good on you. I'm really happy for you. I think you will, if that's your mindset, you will smash it. Optimists always win. But I would just say, you said everything is hard. See it as like everything is fun. So I try not to use that word hard. I just think that's fun. And I just don't see it as hard work. Because I think my dad used to work taxis. That was hard work. How is me sat at a computer Like, I've literally got my feet up. Like, how is this hard work? Imagine me saying to someone, I worked really hard today. I went on YouTube Live. This is easy compared to when I worked at a restaurant as a kid. Easy. This is nothing. Working a hard, labor intensive job, that's a graft. This is the easy part. True. This is a lot easier than engineering. Got to take heavy tools to London all day. Yeah, that's a graft. Yeah. I used to get the tube around London everywhere. Honestly, I could not be bothered. When I first went to London in 2018, I remember I had to go into the head office at Virgin, and I lived in Hendon, and I had to go to Barbican, and it was a graft every day where I was going. You gotta do that phase, and I did that phase for a long time. But not at the time, I didn't have someone who would help me for free, who I could just go online and talk to. I had to spend an enormous amount of money. The main reason why I run this is just to help people for free, just so you don't make that mistake. I don't want people to go through. Like, I know I've done a good job if I made it easier for somebody else to do what I did. When someone surpasses me and does better than me, that's a win, because they took my knowledge and they did it quicker than I did. So I want everyone to do better. Some people want you to do good, but don't want you to do better than them. I want people to do better than me, because that's a good feeling. It helps me improve as well. It'll tell me to level up. Yeah, there's no easy way. There's no shortcut. The long way around is the only shortcut, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's a graft. I can hear the azan in the background. Feel like I should be logging off. When it comes to business, we just take it step by step and not think too ahead in the future. Yeah. Step by step. Have goals, have ambitions, know where you want to be, but you can only tackle the problem today. If you tackle the problem of tomorrow, that's anxiety. And if you tackle the problem of the past, it's probably trauma. So tackle today's problems, nothing else. Stay focused on today. If I stay focused on the problem I have in front of me, the problem today, I'm present and I'm working way more efficiently. Anytime I try to fix a problem that doesn't exist, I'm spending energy on something that doesn't really help me today. There's enough today. There's enough things I can do today to help myself. Oh God, this is a proper graft on. I'm yawning by the time it gets to like 6:30, 6:20, and then by the time it gets to 10 o'clock, I'm not even sleepy, and then I sleep 4 or 5 hours. Need to get some longer shifts of sleeping. Got my Whoop band. I'm trying to track. I'm trying to sleep. If I get 7 hours, I'm really happy. I'd love to get to the point where I'm sleeping 9 hours. That would be a goal. I'm not one of those people who's like, don't sleep. I'm actually someone who's like, no, sleep as effectively as possible, because then I'll work better. So I'm just not being. I used to be really good at just sleeping long, but in the last year, especially, I'm not. My sleep has really declined. I used to be way better at it, but I want to really improve it. Need to get myself a biohacker for sleeping. How many hours a day do you work? I work from 7 or 7:30 in the morning until 10 till 10, 11 at night. Like today, I know my last call's at 10, so I'll finish at 11 today. So I'm gonna have some caffeine shortly. But yeah, long days at the moment. At the moment, I need another 1 or 2 staff members to sleep again at before 10. But I don't have that luxury right now. Long days. And then I'll take a break in the day to go to the gym. So I'll take a break around 11 o'clock, sometimes 1 o'clock, go and train for about an hour in the gym, an hour of travel time back and forth. I used to think, well, I don't want to sit in a taxi going to the gym every day, half an hour there, half an hour back. But it's actually better for me. That time in the car, I make all calls, catch up with my family. I do everything that I'm supposed to do. It's like I get to kind of connect back with the world in that travel time. So is that 12, 13, 14, 15 hours of work per day? 6, or at the moment, 6.5 days a week. About 6 days. It's the graft. You got to be willing to do the work. There's some guys out there who hardly do anything, outsource everything, just hand everything over. I think there's a time to do that, but if you're trying to grow and improve, there's always something to do. And the truth is, no matter how big your business is, if you want it to grow, if you want to make more, you just have to give it more time and attention. That's just the truth. That's what it needs. Said, I'm really glad that you got these 2 sales. This is very good news. Now we need to get Adam to catch up. Adam's got to catch up on those 2 sales and graft. And we've got to get more people to attend this live. We've got to get more people to show up, log on, and catch up. I'll be jumping off shortly, guys. I'm going to get some food. Been very hungry all day. So I'll eat my meal and then get back to work shortly. I appreciate you guys. So logging off a few minutes early. I won't be on next week because I'm traveling. I'm on a flight to the US. I'll be keeping you up to date on IG, and I'll catch you guys later. Appreciate you all. Thank you. Jazakallah.